G'day everyone, Angus here, dietitian in Coffs Harbour with Fuel Your Life. Back with another recipe video for you all. Today we are doing some pancakes, so some chopped banana buckwheat pancakes. I'm usually not a big fan of pancakes myself, but I'm really keen to give these a go. I think if I'm going to have pancakes, these are probably the ones that I go for the most. So to start off with, I've got a non-stick pan on a medium heat, but we've got to get the pancake mixture together. So to start with the ingredients, we've got 1.5 cups of buckwheat flour, we've got a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, we've got just a large egg, a tablespoon of caster sugar, 1.25 cups of milk, a banana here which we'll mash up, and we'll use a little bit of 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, then just some oil to coat the pan with before we cook. So to kick things off, you want the banana mashed first. Good thing about this recipe, you don't need a lot of sugar because you're getting the sugar from the banana and also from the milk in the batter, so help prevent the need for any added sugars in there, but you still get a nice sweetness with it as well. So if you can get your bananas nice and ripe before as well, that'll help sweetness, help the sweetness even more. It's a bit hard to break it apart. So just mash that up with a fork. So just to something like that, and then we'll get our egg, crack that in there. Okay, and just kind of try to whisk that through the mashed banana a little bit to start with. As you're doing that, we can start to add in the milk. Run a bit by bit. Caster sugar. So use caster sugar if you can. You can use raw or brown. But the whole reason behind caster sugar is it's so fine that it dissolves into the batter a lot easier. And then 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. So that's a 1/4 teaspoon. So 1, 2, 3. Baking soda just helps the mixture kind of rise as it's cooking, so get that fluffiness to them. And now I'm going to swap over to a whisk, get in there a bit more. Now we add all the dry ingredients, so the cocoa, whack that in. Oh yeah, careful of spillage. Then finally, our buckwheat flour. So just try to do this one bit by bit, whisk it in. The other benefit to using buckwheat flour compared to normal flour is it's higher in protein and fibre than regular plain white flour. So you're much likely to feel a lot more full from this breakfast compared to traditional kind of white flour pancakes. And this recipe is actually out of our new book coming out, which is a whole grain and legume book, almost a celebration of the whole grain and legumes in the diet and ways to include them in the diet that are easy and approachable and taste good. So then to get the rest of it in, harder to mix in as well, which is what we want. Okay, so that's what the mixture ends up looking like. So quite thick, which is good. That's it, that's the batter. So you can even make that the day before, leave it in the fridge, do it the next morning if you wanted to. So that pan's on about a medium heat. Now the first pancake's always going to be a bit funny. The tester. We get some spray oil, extra virgin olive oil in a spray form, fantastic. And then we get the ladle, bit of a serving size measurement. And you just do it however big or however small you want. So I've got that ladle probably 3/4 full. Get a couple in there. And what you want to cook until you start to see the bubbles come up through the top. That's when you know it's about time to flip them. Alright, they've been frying for about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes on that side. So it should be good to flip. Oh yeah, that's turned out well. Beautiful. So give that another minute to 2 on that side. You can see there, that's what they, yeah, I'm really keen. So in terms of serves, you probably get about, it depends how hungry you are and how many you want to eat, but you quite comfortably feed 2 people, possibly even 3 from these measurements and this mixture. So up to you. You can always have these, so like I will have it with some fruit or some yogurt as well. Yeah, so I'll leave that for another minute, and then once they're done, we'll come back and plate up and we're all good. Alright, so they're all done, so turn the heat off. Wrap them out. So there we have it. Chopped banana buckwheat pancakes. Perfect base to add whatever fruit you like now. So I've got a couple of blueberries here that I'm going to have them with some yogurt drizzled over the top as well. But I always like to try them as they are to make sure it's actually a nice pancake to start with. Beautiful. So really nice and soft in the middle, little chunks of banana there.